Hi, this is Happy Jeong from Seoul, South Korea. Uh, Today is March 8th, Sunday. This is now it's 11:07 p.m. And before going to shower, I thought I'll make some small video update about South Korea's COVID-19 situation. Um, I was watching news and there was a few interesting things. Hi. There was a few interesting things, so I wanted to share. So we usually know incubation time is 14 days, but we have several people came up who got test positive uh, after like one lady from the cult like church member called Shincheonji. She was like after contacting with like after she attended a church service, she got confirmed positive after 21 days. So that case came out, and also another man also he got test positive after quarantine 14 days. He did a 14-day quarantine, and then after 6 days he that means 20 days after that quarantine time he got test positive again. So we had several cases like that. There was another Chinese tourist or Chinese lady who had a contact with a confirmed person, and before she was leaving Korea she had a test, and then she got also positive result. So it was like a 17 or 18 days after she got contacted her or something. So now the government, like the our government is in discussion about 14-day quarantine, like a 14-day quarantine or 14-day incubation time situation. So it might be more than 14 days. And in China they also have several cases like that too, and also Japan. So anyway, so 14-day quarantine might not be the like enough time. And also I watch my usual Korean YouTuber who speaks fluent Chinese. So yesterday he was sharing the news in China. Um, in China, they now consider they have a like reports or research came out or statistics came out. The female has a longer incubation time, so women have longer incubation time. Also in Korea we have now um, pregnant like a woman who got test positive, and then one lady she gave birth and the baby is not infected. So they also check like the cord, the what do you call that cord and all these things, and those things it didn't have any virus, so the baby doesn't inherit from the mom. So yeah, that's one news. Hi. Wow. And also I watch one, and also the statistics of the 0 to 9 year old, we have a 58 confirmed case, it's a 0.8%. And then 10-year to 19-year old, we have a 360 people who got confirmed case, which is 5% of Korea, like a confirmed case. But usually they don't have my network is not good. Huh, interesting. How is the infected baby? So they don't proceed like serious situation. So usually they have a mild symptoms, and it's all they seem to have all doing fine. Okay, that's good. Maybe I should have a mic. Just a second. Sorry, I should put the mic before I started this. I thought I would do the. I thought I'd do the like a simple update, but anyway. So this youth and the babies and kids, they are usually like the youth, they don't like have a big symptom or no symptoms, or and also the babies or the kids, they don't develop serious illness, that kind of situation. Also, I was watching, now in South Korea we are slowing down the confirmed case, because like in the beginning we did a lot of testing for this diamond cruise case were the same for people who are younger than I see. Yeah, so younger people don't have a serious situation, and then the babies also seems to be doing okay and fine. And it's better to look at countries individually instead of including China. Yeah, also China also, they also have a report that the kids and this younger age group, they don't have a serious situation. So now, right now Korea, like we had a like I don't know if you can see. Okay, anyway, we had a like on 29th of February we had a 909 confirmed case. That was like a highest peak in so far. We might have a like later down the line, we might have a lot of like confirmed case coming out. But anyway, that was because we did a lot of testing for these cult like church people, and now we have 367 confirmed case came out today. So now it's going down, so that's the situation. And many countries in the world, they are requesting Korean company. We have a 4 testing kit producing company, and they many countries like including USA, they are requesting or buying from Korean companies to buy this testing kit. Anyway, I was watching one video and I thought this is interesting to share. So, like usually a lot of nursery homes and hospitals and religious gathering, like in the combined room, we have a lot of positive case coming out, and but there was a four interesting thing that this YouTube video was introducing. So I thought this is interesting to share. So interestingly, like Korea, like we this is like city life in Seoul, and we are using a lot of public transportation like a subway system or a bus, but there's no confirmed case that people contracted virus from like a bus or subway, like as long as far as they did like a tracing, that kind of tracing the contact kind of situation. So that was interesting. We thought it's like a confined and then a lot of people in the subway kind of situation, but somehow we didn't have any official confirmed case coming out of the public transportation situation. But usually in Korea, everybody is wearing mask in bus or on the subway nowadays. So and then people don't like speak a lot these days, I feel. So I guess like putting the mask and then don't speak and then you don't do the droplet thing, then it is like dramatically reducing maybe the possibility of getting infected. So mask is really important. Yeah, and then so also officially, I was watching the news from the briefing, the major main person who's briefing, and she was this lady. She's briefing all the time, and she said. Also, I was watching the video from Daegu. Daegu is the biggest like they have like thousands of people, like 2,000, more than 2,000 people confirmed cases coming from that area. So 90% of the confirmed cases are coming from Daegu City in Korea. So I watched the like a live streaming video yesterday. It was a Saturday, and people are although it's not as busy as usual situation in the downtown, but still people were walking around and people were lively a little bit. So yeah, that was good to see. I thought it was like a ghost town, but it wasn't like that. So that was good. And then the men who did like this they did majority of the the what you call testing. So they did like inside of the nose and then in the throats. They did a lot of testing, and then he told to the interviewer that mostly people get infected by droplets and then contact with the hands, like touching things or the stuff or that close contact or droplet. That's the majority of people get infected from that kind of way. So somehow like the bus or subway that people didn't get infected from there. It seemed like a little bit relieving. I didn't take a subway these days. I was driving because of the concern about being in a crowded place. So I guess as long as people don't speak a lot and wearing mask and quiet, maybe it's not that high chance of getting infected, I think. Yeah, so that was interesting thing. And then also there's a one thing also, like we usually hear like older elderly people with a pre-existing health condition. They usually our death like rate comes from nursing home that or the psychiatry locked up patient who had a really low immune system and who had a really like a ill body and health condition. But also we have a few some cases of young people suddenly die. For example, there was a one man, 40 man in his 40s. He suddenly died. Like he went to work. Let's say he died today. He went to work yesterday, last night at the night shift, and then the next day he died. His coworker was wondering why he didn't come to work, so he went to his house and he was found dead. So he was in his 40s and he suddenly died from this thing, and he didn't have any pre-existing condition. And also in China, there's a man who in his 50s and he didn't have any pre-existing health condition. But who knows, maybe. But anyway, that case. And also in the beginning in Korea, there were several cases of people who died in Korea, but like it didn't. The news, like the media, they reported some people were reported as a negative test result, or some cases they said that they just died just suddenly from like pneumonia, like is it pneumonia, yeah, that kind of thing. But we many people thought they died from COVID-19, but the Korean government didn't count them as COVID-19 cases. But usually those people who died earlier, before we started to have this kind of massive confirmed case coming out and officially counted, they were usually young people. Like they were men in their 40s suddenly died. Like some Chinese men died suddenly, and someone like one man, he was lining up to get the test at the clinic, designated clinic, and he suddenly died also. So there were several cases we were little bit like suspicious of the situation that suddenly they died. So they were usually in their 40s. So there's some cases that like people who went to like one man, he went to like Vietnam somewhere and then Hainan in China, and yeah, that kind of case we had. So anyway, so I felt like although like major, and also one thing that I kind of thought in the beginning, I know like a like vitamin C megadose is preventing and treating. Officially, it came out from Shanghai official like government. So that is also I watched a lot of video from USA. The doctors and all this. So I studied a lot about the vitamin C megadose. It's been proven there's a like a hundreds or so many research papers came out from long time decades ago, but those information was not published, or no, those information is not widely well known to the public because pharmaceutical industry, they don't want, they cannot patent vitamin C. So pharmaceutical industry or those like a commercial industry, like usually they don't. Also, did you know like Google, they have a pharmaceutical or something business or something. I watched one video and then I found out they have that kind of connection. They have that kind of business. So Google doesn't want this kind of natural solution to be well known among public. So I will share exactly what that is about. So, like a Facebook doesn't want this vitamin C thing to be widely spread out to the public kind of situation. So Facebook and Google and YouTube, they don't want this kind of they don't want like this kind of information to be well known through the public kind of situation. So you need to be smart and do your research and know this is like all this thing is proven already for a long time, and so many hospital, so many like functional medicine doctors or other doctors who really care about people, like they are doing this vitamin C megadose, and even cancer patients, they do the chemotherapy and then they combine this vitamin C megadose, and then they have a much higher chance of like a longer life and more better life, quality and stuff. So anyway, do your research and then prepare and then yeah. So anyway, so until I found out about the vitamin C megadose, I was really depressed and feeling like there's no way we will be escaping this situation all over the world, because I was studying a lot about this virus, and then I thought this is inevitable, not only China, and we started to have that in Korea, and then I could see it will come to other country in the world, right? So now like more than 100 countries in the world are having this COVID-19 situation. Although like young and healthy people, it might not be that serious, but I feel like responsible to be not to catch this, because like you might give this virus to other people, and then they also could give to other people who are older, elderly, and not healthy and stuff, right? So it might not be good, and it's not good karma to get it and then you're fine, you don't care. But like, what if other people get serious situation, right? So I still try my best, I feel like, with some caution, precaution. But anyway, still we have to live life too, right? So in the beginning I was just living at home and didn't go out and stuff, but now today I went to park, and I today we had a like really nice spring weather in Seoul. So there were so many people on the street and in the cafe. So cafe was a little bit worried. I felt a little bit worried to be in the cafe because it's combined, situation. But many people are enjoying time in the cafe now today. I saw, and I took a video, so I'll upload it to show you that still, even if we have a 7,000 more than 7,000 confirmed case, still people are living life, and still like it's good. I feel still, because I don't like in the beginning, maybe if you are in the country that started to have this COVID-19, you might feel like the world will end or something, that kind of feeling. But like maybe after you start to understand about this virus and situation, maybe you might feel a little bit less fearful, I think, when you also know the solution too. So I wanted to share this situation in Korea. Although we have a lot of like, we are the, I guess, like a highest population per whatever population per confirmed case thing, but still like we don't have a panic buying thing going on, or people still go to park and go to cafe and yeah, do the things. So just to share with you some aspects that it's not the end of the world now. And for me, I know the solution, so I feel less fearful now. I don't have a fear now, actually. So it's good to, educate yourself. So that, and what else? Um, yeah, also, she briefed, the lady, the people have no symptoms. The first day and two, they produce a lot of virus, and then they infect a lot of people. So it came out. So it was just in the beginning when we didn't know about the virus situation, how this virus works. We had a just like asymptomatic situation. It was kind of assumption, but it's true. There's so many people have no symptoms, and they still give out the virus to the people. So this is like that's why this virus is hard to contain. So no public transportation, like confirmed case. And okay, yeah. Okay, that much I wanted to share. Okay, and also we have there's a one case yesterday in that Daegu city. There's a one apartment building. They have like a lot of people from that church, like church members, are living there. Like I don't know. So like 80% of the whole apartment building people are infected or got the confirmed case in that apartment. So they are doing now cohort isolation, quarantine going on. So they are not allowed to go come and go, and then even they cannot get the delivery. So I don't know how they can have a food or anything just on that one apartment situation. So like for me, I don't have a food stored in my house. So if I lived in that apartment, I don't know how I can get the food. But anyway, that's one thing that's interesting or that unusual situation is going on in South Korea right now. So that's only one thing that we have a like a cohort quarantine going on in the one apartment. And so as usual, another city, they also have a like a nursing homes or a silver town. The elderly people are getting a lot of infection in small clusters of the nursery homes now because they are elderly and then they have a low immune system. So yeah, it will be really important not to bring this virus to the that kind of place. But in Korea, many nursing assistants they are from China because Chinese labors are cheaper. So in Korea, when we had a first death case and all these things coming out from the one hospital, that was like locked up style psychiatry uh, place, and many people died from there. And that hospital was almost getting bankrupt, so that they were in a very bad, poor financial situation kind of hospital. And also all these patients who were staying there, they were also coming from very poor kind of family background. And for sure, they had a Chinese nursing assistant. And then when they started to have, like, we kind of suspect they might have a in Korea, like a Korean South Korean government, they wanna frame this situation to give to the this cult like church people, but like mostly we still open our flights and border to the Chinese, like Chinese, like thousands of Chinese are still coming to Korea every day, and those hospitals and the nursing homes, nursing nursery place and the hospitals, like usually most of the nursing assistants, they are Chinese. So that was the situation. Yeah. Anyway, so that's some news that I wanted to share before I go to bed. I feel so sleepy now. Okay. And also another one thing, I was having like 5G Wi-Fi signal. Korea is very many people use 5G. We like in USA when I watch a lot of YouTubers video, I hear about the danger of 5G. So when I was staying at home, like almost I was living like a locked up city kind of life on my own when there's nobody didn't care in the beginning. So I was staying home a lot, almost like 24 hours, like several days. I didn't even go out, and that kind of situation. I was living in my room, and I have this Wi-Fi signal that has a dual signal. One is like a 2 point something hertz something, and then another was 5G signal. And I was really depressed because I also didn't go out. I didn't get the sunlight, but also and I was watching the news all the time. So I was really depressed and sad and upset and fearful and all that. But also somehow my brain, I had a foggy brain. So I was wondering why, what did I eat yesterday? I'm quite sensitive to the food. So I know my condition goes really bad fast when I eat the wrong food. But somehow my brain fog was really strong. I noticed that. And then when I was watching more YouTubers video and they mentioned about the 5G like causing brain fog. So I kind of suspected about my brain fog with my 5G signal. So I contacted my internet provider to change my router not to have the 5G style. And then somehow I contacted the customer service phone call number, and then they didn't know the answer, and then they contacted the like technical support people, and then they called me, and then she guided me how to change the setting from my laptop. So I turn off the 5G, so I didn't have the next day right away. I didn't have a brain fog anymore. So I kind of noticed that, and then I saw another Korean man talk about 5G, and then I commented, and then one man said he also said he got the 5G smartphone, and then somehow even after he slept a lot, somehow he kept feeling tired and fatigued, and then like he was asking how can I turn off the thing, and then someone gave him some advice how to do the thing with the smartphone thing. So that kind of thing going on. So I was checking, and then I saw like the Wuhan in China, they have all 5G network there, and then they say 5G is really like lowering your immune system. So if you want to have a like a good immune system, check if you are bombarded with the 5G signal. So and also you can do your own research and check out if you feel like sluggish and foggy brain and you feel fatigue or something. Like for this kind of time, especially, I think it's really important to be um, healthier as much as possible, right? So check this thing. So I wanted to share this information with you. So anyway, so that much I want to share, and then now I'll stop the video. Okay, thank you for watching my video. And if this video is helpful, like a like and thumb up and share and subscribe and click the bell button so you can get the notification right away whenever I post the video. I will post the video of the Korean, like South Korea, Seoul, the street view and the situation, so you can see some hope. It's not the end of the world, right? So yeah, so I wanted to give some hope and just like awareness and some knowledge and our experience, so you can also expect what's coming and prepare accordingly. Okay, that much. Okay, thank you. Bye. Have a great day or night. Thank you. And you can check my website for more resources and more scientific research and all the up-to-date information. It's happyjiyoung.com, happyjiyoung.com. So that site, I have a lot of links so you can do your own research. And also now the scientist, he did a like a Bradford. There's a one virus experts, uh, genome experts. He did a like all analyzing all the genotype of the virus and all this thing. So we have two types of now mutated virus now going on. It's like S type and L type. And I think like Iran and Italy, they have a high death rate. Maybe they might have a death strain of the mutated virus version. And I think Korea has a like not as deadly virus situation. So I think we don't have as high rapidly, like they say, depending on the virus situation, this more deadlier, it is like replicating really fast, and also it is more contagious. So I think that's why Italy and Iran, they have that kind of like more high ratio of the like infected people, and also a lot of people dying kind of situation, I think. Yeah, so anyway, so that's I think I posted on my website so you can check out. Okay. Okay, I feel so sleepy. Okay, bye. Thank you.